Well, hey all you crazy cat fans, how y'all doing? Hey, I'm still here. I've not forgotten about you. Sorry I've not been able to put out any videos here lately. You know, the weather plus some medical issues and all that. Everything's fine. Hopefully I'll be able to put out some really good videos here pretty soon. You know, I wish I was out there fishing right now, but you know how things go. But hey, I got some good news. If you want to get in touch with me, send me a letter, you know, send me anything like that. I have a p.o. box now. I'll put the address in the description below. Also, I've got merchandise out now with my logo on it. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, all kinds of stuff like that at teespring.com. I'll try to put the link down below. But I've been on TikTok here lately, making videos and all that, so since I've not been able to go out fishing, I thought I'd make a video to give y'all something to watch. A bunch of my TikToks about fishing. I have a lot more on TikTok, but because of copyrights, I'm not able to put them on here. And some of them have profanity in it, and I didn't want to put that on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check those out, go to my TikTok page, krazykatfishing, and yeah, you'll get a laugh, trust me. I'm pretty funny on there. But anyways, enough rambling and going on and stuff like that. Let's get to these videos. I hope you enjoy them. They're only about a minute long, but there's quite a few of them. I cover, you know, jokes, how to tie knots, all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Go buy some merch. Support a brother. Love y'all. Well, hey all you anglers out there. Hey, are you tired of wondering if it's a good day to go fishing or not? Well, then I got the perfect product for you. The magic fishing rock. It's easy and simple to use. You simply just toss it in the air. If it lands on the ground, it's a great day to go fishing. You can get the magic fishing rock now for 4 easy installments of $5.99 each plus shipping and handling. And if you order in the next few minutes, I'll throw the second one in free. That's right, folks. 2 for the price of 1. Just in case that one time you throw the rock up and it doesn't come back down, you got one for the next day. If you survive, y'all have a great day, because I'm going to. Some fun facts about catfish. There are almost 3,000 species of catfish throughout the world. They live on every continent except for Antarctica. In the United States, catfish can live up to 20 years. Catfish never stop growing until they die. The United States' biggest catfish is the blue cat, and it can reach up to 150 pounds. Catfish have 100,000 taste buds covering their whole body, with the biggest majority centered around their whiskers. They make sound to communicate with one another. They can tell the difference in sounds. They also can tell what direction and how far it is. Catfish have 3 spines, one on each pectoral fin and one on their dorsal fin. They do not sting you, you get poked. The smaller the catfish, the sharper these spines are. The bigger the catfish, the duller they are. Catfish are known as bottom feeders, but actually they will feed throughout the whole column of water, even top water. They have a weak gas bladder, which makes them not be able to float, and a heavy head. Catfish fun facts part 2. The 3 biggest catfish is the Mekong, the Welsh, and the Pararba. With the Mekong being the biggest, it can reach up to 9 feet long and weigh close to 646 pounds. The banjo catfish being the smallest, it is 0.39 of an inch long. Catfish don't have scales, but some catfish have armor made out of bone. The Asian walking catfish uses its fins and tails to walk short distances from one pond to another. Not all catfish are nocturnal. Some are active during the day. Usually the best times to catch catfish is a few hours around dusk and a few hours around dawn. Their main predators are larger fish, birds, reptiles, mammals, and humans. June 25th is National Catfish Day. August is National Catfish Month. Some lay up to 4,000 eggs per year per pound of body weight. So if you didn't know, now you do. Have a great day. Fun catfish facts, part 3. A new study from the University of Michigan shows that 1,200 to 1,600 species, and sometimes maybe more, of catfish have poisonous glands. They're located along the spines, which are on the dorsal fin and the pectoral fin. When these spines puncture something, there's a thin membrane that rips open that injects the poison into the wound. This poison is equivalent to a bee sting and is not deadly to humans, which there are some catfish in the world that the poison is deadly in other countries. The channel cat and the blue cat have these poisonous glands. The flathead does not. Catfish slime also speeds up the healing process of wounds. Old timers used to tell you if you get stung by a catfish, rub your stung area on the catfish's belly. I guess they knew what they were talking about all along. I can contest to this. I've done it and it takes the pain away a little. So if you didn't know, now you do. Can you imagine being a fish swimming around with your buddy one day and then all of a sudden, hey look, there's a worm. Bubba, where'd you go? There you are, Bubba, where'd you go? Man, I'll never eat a worm again. I bit in that thing and it started pulling me up. I saw the light and then these creatures were hollering and hooping and showing me off. They measured me and weighed me and wouldn't even kiss me and throw me back. I'll never be the same, Frank. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are staying safe and staying warm, especially with this ice storm going on. Hey, you know what this thing is? I call it a bungee leash. It will stretch out over 6 foot long. I use it on my kayak to leash my paddle, my rods, my pliers, anything I don't want to lose overboard. You can use them on boats. You can use them for just about anything. You can make them the length that you want them. It's made out of weed eater line, wire crimps, and carabiners. If you want to learn how to make it, I've got a video on my YouTube channel. Go to my main page here, below my profile picture, hit my YouTube link. It'll take you to my channel. Then look for playlist button and then look for DIY playlist and it'll be in there. Just go look for it. Thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. Had a guy ask me the other day, he said, hey, where you catch all your fish at? I thought for a second, in the mouth. Hey y'all, make memories, go fishing. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Big fishy in the lake. Come and eat my stinky bait. Hurry up and don't be late so I can put you on my plate.
For men and women, 50% off, $4 to $10.
And good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone has a great day. I got a joke for you. It's corny, but I hope it makes you laugh. So here it goes. What did the fish say when it ran into a wall? Damn. Y'all have a great one. One of the best parts, in my opinion, of catfishing is while you're sitting waiting on the catfish to bite, you can still be fishing for other fish. And half of the fun of catfishing, in my opinion, also is catching your bait where you're catfishing at. And it's the best bait you can use, is the natural food of the lake that you're fishing, or river. That's what the fish are eating anyway. Good Sunday morning, everyone. I hope y'all have a great day, and I hope y'all stay safe. I got a good clean joke for you. So here it goes. I didn't know a fish very much on the ark. He only had 2 worms. Y'all have a good one. Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you have a great day today. I got another joke for you. There was 2 guys, Bob and Frank, was fishing by a bridge one day and a funeral procession passed by. Well, Bob took his hat off and placed it over his heart until the funeral passed over the bridge. Frank looked at Bob and says, Bob, I didn't think you had it in you. Bob said, well, it's the least I could do. I was married to her for 30 years. Y'all have a great day. Little secret about catching fish. You gotta wear camo. Can't let them see, you gotta sneak up on them. Not only that, makes it a little bit easier to hide from those guys in the green suits out there in the woods looking for you. Y'all have a great day. Why do we catfish? We catfish for that magical moment. We spend hours, sometimes days, through the heat, through the cold, the rain, sleet, snow, waiting for that magical moment. What is that magical moment? It's when that rod bends over and there's something on the other line and you don't know what it is. Time stands still, nothing else matters. You're excited, your adrenaline's pumping, you're scared and anxious all at the same time, worrying whether or not am I going to get this fish in. But during that time, nothing else matters. Time stops. It's just you and that fish. That's why we fish. That magical moment. I was asked to do a video on this, a real quick video on this, and it's regarding people that take pictures and post them on social media with big catfish, hold them up by their gills, with their hands and their gills. If you're going to keep the fish and eat it, that's fine. Do whatever you want to with it. But if you plan on releasing it alive back into the wild, you just killed that fish. You sentenced that fish to a slow death. That's how they breathe. That's how they live. And I understand it makes for a cool picture, and most of them, that's probably why there's so many out there. They saw one person do it and they think that it made for a good picture. Well, if you're releasing that fish and you grab them by that gills, you just killed that fish. There's other ways. If you're scared to put your hand in that fish's mouth, get you some gloves or get you some grips. They're not that expensive. And again, if you didn't know any better, then now you do. I'd like to take just a moment to let everybody know that if I'm ever mauled by a mountain lion, it's because I was talking to the fish, saying, "Here, kitty, kitty." Just saying. That's all. Thank you. Every time I walk away from this pole to go bait up my other rods, this one starts going off. There we go. He's on there. On the chicken. First one. If I can get him in. He ain't very big. You better watch your pole over there, honey. What? Oh, I was going to say that. Nice little 2-pound catfish. Romp, romp. Kiss him. All right. Think we should use him for bait?
No.
Why?
He deserves to go back in there and get bigger. That's why. No.
Well, my wife won't let me cut him up using for bait. If I was here by myself, I would. See if we can get a good release on this. Oh, water right up my crotch. One morning, God was walking through the Garden of Eden, and he couldn't find Adam and Eve nowhere. Well, later on that day, he ran into Adam and asked him, said, "Where were you and Eve at this morning? I couldn't find you." Adam's like, "Well, God, me and Eve made love for the first time this morning." And God was like, "Well, I figured that would happen sooner or later." He says, "But where's Eve at?" Adam was like, "Well, she went down to the river to wash herself out." And God was like, "Oh no, I'll never get that smell off of those fish." Y'all have a great one. I'd take a few seconds and show off my baby, tell you a little bit about her. She's a lifetime Tahoma. She's 10 foot long. You can get her at Walmart. She only comes in this color. When you get her, she's plain. You only get the bungee cords in the front, the back. You get this hatch and a backrest. Normally they retail for like $244. You can find them online cheaper and go in the store and they usually will match the price. I got her for 75 bucks out the door. One of the best parts of a fishing kayak is customizing it. I added a crate, some rod holders on the back, a navigational light with a camera mount. Use it mainly for catfishing. I built some homemade rod holders. Seat came from Walmart. I added a rod holder over here and a camera mount. Plus decals and all that. She's very stable, very good. And if you want to see how I did all this, go to my YouTube channel, Crazy Catfishing. Thank you. Alright, so I just got home from fishing, and a little while later my wife just came through the door from going shopping, and after 3 years of being married, she told me she wanted a divorce.
It's not what I said.
Well, what'd you say then?
I forgot your beer.
Same thing. Have you ever been fishing before?
No.
What kind of fish you want to fish for?
ABCDs.
Well, that sounds good to me, so get ready.
Okay, bye.
Hello everyone. Hey, I'm going to start doing this new thing on here called Catfishing 101 to give some tips and tricks to help people out that may not know nothing about catfishing. And don't worry, I'm still going to be doing songs and jokes and everything like I always do, but today I want to talk to you about the circle hook. This is the circle hook. It doesn't make a circle, but what it does is the point actually points towards the shank of the hook itself. Here's a Kell hook. Looks almost like a circle hook, but if you notice, the point doesn't point back towards the shank. It's actually pointing more upwards. It is designed for the catfish to hook itself instead of you having to set the hook. When the fish bites, it's designed to turn and hook in the corner of the fish's mouth so that it doesn't get gut hooked. It doesn't 100% guarantee that it won't get gut hooked, but it's less likely to. So if you didn't know, now you do.
Alright, let's hear it. Stitch your best excuse why you were speeding.
I'm going fishing. My buddies at the lake said the fish are biting good right now, so I gotta hurry up and get there before they quit biting. Welcome back to Catfishing 101. Hey, what type of rod would I recommend someone starting out trying to catfish? Well, go to Walmart. They sell these rods at a rod and reel combo. They're $19.99. They come in a push button and a spinning reel. I'd recommend this over this, but it's the Shakespeare Tiger rod. It's a 6.5 foot rod, medium heavy action. You usually can find that information right here on this rod, right up above the handle. This is my wife's, I've actually pulled in a 17-pound catfish with this. They're heavy enough that you can pull in a big catfish, but it's still fun enough to catch the little small ones too. So if you didn't know, now you do. Is the best catfish bait? There's no such thing as the best catfish bait. What a catfish wants to eat this morning, he might not want this evening. Catfish eat other fish. They eat mussels, they eat worms, they eat bugs, insects, all kinds of stuff. Can you catch catfish on worms? Yes. Can you catch them on hot dogs? Yes. Chicken livers? Yes. Livers? Yes. There's almost nothing that catfish won't eat. If they can fit it in their mouth, they're going to eat it. In my opinion, the best way to go is fresh cut bait fish for the big catfish. Every state have different regulations on what is legal to use for bait. Make sure you check with your state and make sure what is legal to use, because what's legal here might not be legal where you're at. What do I prefer? I prefer bluegill, shellcracker, any type of sunfish, shad, skipjack. I've got my best catfish from. Pretty much anything that is native to the water that you're fishing and it's legal to catch or to use as bait, give them what they normally eat. If you didn't know, now you do. I'm going to show you how to tie a no-knot snell on a circle hook. You got to have some leader line, whatever size you want. Go through the front of the eye. Here's the point of the hook. Go from that direction, go in. This is your tag end. Hold it down to the back and take the rest and wrap about 7 times. Now here's the important part. Get the other end and go through the back of the hook. Pull it down tight. This works real good for circle hooks because it causes a trigger action. It will cause the hook to go right into the corner of their mouth when the fish turns and takes off with it. So there you go. I'll show some more knots here in a little bit. Here is the fisherman's knot or the clinch knot. Stick your line, one end of your line through your hook. Pull it up like this so it's lined parallel. Now you can either twist the hook or your lure. I like putting my finger in between the lines and twisting. Now depending on the size of your line, you go about 5 to 10 times. And then this little loop at the bottom, you stick that through there, pull it, and there'll be another loop at the top. Stick it through there, grab both, pull. That's a clinch knot right there. That is the tightest knot you'll get. It won't come loose. Matter of fact, the more pressure it gets pulled on it, the tighter the knot gets. I'll do the Palomar knot tomorrow. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to show you how to tie a Palomar knot. I've already got the hook on the line once. Take the end of your line, go back through the eye. If I can find it. Now you have a loop at this end and your tag end loose on this end. Pull enough line out to make a big loop. Now you just take the loop and do an overhand knot. Grab the loop, pull it through there, tighten it down. Now take the loop and pull your hook through that. Make sure the loop goes above your eye and pull both ends. Very strong, very sturdy knot. A lot of bass fishermen use it on lures. So there you go, the Palomar knot. I want to show y'all one of the most commonly used catfish rigs out there. It's called the Carolina rig. You can use it for almost any other type of fishing, but you have the main line coming from your reel. Then you have some type of a sliding sinker with a bead. The bead is there to protect the knot. Then you tie your main line to a swivel, usually a barrel swivel. And then you tie your leader line to your swivel to your hook. That is the Carolina rig. The swivel, your leader line is there on a swivel because catfish love to do a death roll, and it keeps your line from getting twisted and messed up. There's a lot of other reasons why you use a leader line, but I only have 60 seconds and I can't get it all in. But if you didn't know what a Carolina rig is, now you do. Thanks for watching. Well, hey all you Crazy Cat fans. Hey, let's talk about hook sizes for a minute. First, you want to match your hook size to the size of your bait, not so much to the size of the fish. This is a 3 to 4/0 circle hook. This is an 8/0 circle hook. This is about the size of bait that I would use normally. If using a body section, you usually want the hook to go under the backbone to secure the bait on the hook better. You want a lot of the point exposed, and you want a large gap right here. So as you can see with the littler hook, I've got them in about the same spot. There is almost no space in between here, and the point is barely out. You're probably not going to hook up at all. Big baits eliminate the smaller fish, but a big fish will still hit the small bait. I had a lot of questions about the size of the bait, so if you didn't know, now you do. Thanks for watching. Hey, I just had a thought. You know, if a group of people can go and storm the Capitol and take it over, do you think we could go to Bass Pro Shop and take over and fish the big fish tanks? 3 main catfish in the United States and how to identify them. The channel catfish, the blue catfish, and the flathead. The channel catfish, the top half of the body is normally green. It has a forked tail. The blue catfish, the top half is normally blue. It has a forked tail. The flathead is green with black and brown spotches. It has a straight tail. The channel catfish anal fin will be rounded. The blue catfish anal fin will be straight. Because the blue and the channel catfish both have forked tails, sometimes they are misinterpreted because the colors can vary. But the anal fin is how you tell. And the flathead doesn't have a forked tail. Here is a channel cat, another channel cat, a blue cat, another blue cat. Here's a flathead. Here is a flathead. Another flathead. Here's the uni knot. Stick your line through the eye of your hook and pull a lot of your tag line out so it gives you a lot of line. You want to pinch these two together. Take your tag in, make a loop. If I can get a hold of it. Make you a loop. Now you got two lines up here. Take your tag in, wrap it around those two lines about 5 times for thick line and about 10 times for thinner line. Alright, now you got your tag in. Pull your tag in down, but don't make it real tight. Now wet this part of your line from the knot to the hook. Now pull your main line till it gets down to your hook. Now take your tag line, tighten it down even more, then cut your tag in. That's the uni knot right there, y'all. Combining 2 lines with the uni knot. Make sure you got plenty of line on both ends. Pinch them together. Make you a loop. Take your tag in. Go around the 2 lines 4 or 5 times. Oh, come on. Pull the tag in. Now go to the other side and do the same exact thing. Make a loop. Go around 4 or 5 times. Pull your tag in. Now pull them together. Cut your tag ends off. Now you got 1 line. Some of the best spots to target catfish in a river system. You want to look for structure. Structure can be anything that the fish can get in and hide and get out of the current. They like big rocks, especially you find them on the side of the bank. They'll usually go out into the water itself. Trees that have fell. I would cast your baits over on this side if the water's flowing that direction. Bridges, especially behind the pylons. The outside bend of a river, and they usually will hold trees, so that's a good spot. The edges of the main channel of the river. Low spots in the river, where a creek or another river meets this river. Catfish use the main channel of creeks and rivers as highways to get around. If it's been raining a lot and they're starting to flood, go up in these creeks right here. The fish will come up in here to get out of the current and chase bait fish. And if you can get a bridge, tree, and rocks all in the outside bend of the river, that would be your best spot. If you didn't know, now